So, hello everyone, very good evening and welcome to the ABAP Enhancement Made Easy course. In the last class, we have been discussing about the customer exit, BADI. We have seen how to search the BADI, and we have also seen the various steps you have to follow in order to search the BADI. So let me have a quick recap what exactly we have done. So we have seen the user exit and customer exit differences. Then I missed to give the assignment. This is the assignment which you are supposed to complete. This assignment I have shared in the WhatsApp group as well. You can get from there as well, or you can take the screenshot. And I'm uploading this PPT there where I'm uploading those. So at the same place, I will be uploading this PPT today also. Today, you can get this PPT updated PPT whenever you whenever you will get every time. Most of the time, it's going to be updated one only. Okay. So after each class, I will try to update over there. I'm going to update and put it over there. So please complete this assignment, and if you have any question, just let me know. So the first assignment, what it was, that very simple assignment, you'll have to go to MM01 transaction, and there you will have to find all the available customer exit for MM01 transaction. Just you will have to list it down. Very simple. Another, what you will have to do, take any two customer exits, okay, and implement through the C mode T code without any business requirement. Just you should know how to implement. Whenever any business requirement will come, if you know how to search and how to implement, you will be able to do it easily. Nothing to worry. Once the requirement comes, you are going to sit with your functional. He is going to give some input regarding what kind of you know enhancement. He will be also giving some idea. You can google it out, and you can and if you know that how to search and how to understand and how to implement, then in that case it's going to be very easy. So these two the first and second assignment, keeping that thing in mind, I have given. Okay, and now you have the third assignment, kind of practical assignment, which we have already seen. Same kind of assignment, what you can do, and that you can go and complete. So here you have to automatically populate the ship to party. Okay, here, sorry, sold to party will have to automatically populate while creating the sales order. All right. So do this one, try doing all this assignment. And the fourth one is write the steps to identify the customer exits. What is the naming convention of a customer exit? Can you implement a customer exit if already it implemented in a project? So this is a kind of questions and answer assignment. So do this one on. Okay. Okay. So Jayadi is having some question. Yeah, please go ahead and ask what's the question you have.
So, good evening.
Good evening. Yeah, please tell
So,
me. Mhm.
when we search for the customer exit,
Okay.
we, we search in a transaction, right? For MM0, sorry, VA01 or
Hmm.
VA11
Right.
or ME21. And so,
Hmm.
when we search the customer exit in a transaction,
Hmm.
the customer exit come with the customer ex. I mean, call
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 customer.
function.
Yeah, you can search
Sorry,
through that. Call customer. Right. Yes.
call customer,
Hmm.
the result come with 3 digit at the end, right? 001, zero
Hmm.
zero two.
Right. Right.
First of all, what these results are, and when you go through other ways to search the customer, you see the
Right. Right. Right.
package.
Hmm.
Within a package, you have all the enhancement.
Right.
So
Yes.
my question is that package belong to the entire application. For example, purchasing the package is ME.
Right.
So
Right.
in so ME, which is a package that contain entire customer exit,
Enhancements. Yeah. In
sorry,
entire enhancement. Right.
all the enhancement related to this purchasing.
Correct. Yes.
You don't know which enhancement is going to ME21, which enhancement is going to ME22. We don't know, except we can read the description. But when we go search in entire inside the transaction, we get the customer with the 3 digit, and they also we don't know what is this 3 digit mean is. So why we looking in application when we don't know what the 3 digit is? And then if I'm looking the in a package, we don't know in which transaction this package will use. Can you clear it, please? How this work?
So can you come once again your question? Like I didn't understand your question properly. If
Okay,
you, yeah.
when you search this
Hmm.
customer exit
Okay.
in transaction
Let
ME21.
me do one thing. Let me do one thing. I'm sharing my screen. You just tell me what actually you are looking for. I'm sharing my screen, and there you can just let me know. Um, okay, so let's, for example, I'm going to VA11. So
Yes,
I'm going over here, VA11 slash and VA11. So here I'm giving this one and press F8. So here I'm going to the status VA
right.
and double click on this program,
Yes,
and we are
continue.
searching with call
Yes.
customer in order to identify the customer exit.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So when the result come, you will see a bunch of customer exit with the
right,
3-digit codes, right?
right, right,
So
right. Yes. Hmm.
using this 3-digit code, you don't know if you are implementing sold to
Yeah,
party here.
fine, just
Uh,
a second. Yeah, so good. So the your first question is, what does it mean, this 3-digit, right?
yes, yes.
Yeah, so the answer for the this 3-digit is, this 3-digit is specific to the customer exit. There is no rule of defining this 3-digit. What we'll have to
Okay.
do, we'll have to double click on this 3-digit, and
Mhm.
it will take you inside the customer exit. So just I'm clicking on this here now, 911, and when you will double
Right,
click over here, it is taking us inside the function module exit. This is the customer exit inside which it is taking us. All right.
right,
So all the 3-digit is going to represent a separate customer exit. Okay, so
right,
this 911 similarly will be having 930 over here.
right. But my question is,
Mhm.
if you're looking customer sold to party, how you gonna find this sold to party
Hmm.
in 50 function exit, which is listed here? Is very
Right,
hard to
right.
do.
So yeah,
Right.
so yeah, so for that question, the answer is, see, in order to identify the correct customer exit, what we will have to do, we'll have to put the breakpoint on all the customer exit where we have the probability that it can meet our requirement. So here you
Okay.
have to do the guesswork. So how to do the guess? We can double click over here, and we will go inside the customer exit. We will see its description, how it description look like. For example, over here we are having the exit SAP MB45 A911. Here, because we don't have any description, what we can do, we can identify its relevant enhancement. So once you are having this function module, how to identify the relevant enhancement, we have a table slash o SC16N, and we have a table called MOD SAP. In this table, we can go and we can give this exit name over here. Just copy this one and give this name. This is the enhancement, this is the component type, and this is the enhancement. This is the number. Here we'll have to give exit underscore this, run this one, and when you will run, it will tell you the corresponding enhancement. Here, this is the enhancement name, and here you can just read out this short description: TAS customer exit after creation or call of delivery. So after creation or call of delivery, it's going to get called. We can put the breakpoint over there, and whatever the
Okay.
transaction or requirement we have, we are going to do. If it is going to hit over there, now we will have to check the value which we required in order to write the program, whether in that parameter those values are coming or not. So this is a time taking process. We'll have to give time and in order to identify, or we can before identifying, we can do the Google search, and most of the time we are going to get from there itself. Yeah, now the second question. Yeah, please tell me.
Yeah, very good. So
Hmm.
in this is a time consuming way, and only to find out the description of the customer exit, right? Where
Right,
this
right.
customer exit is
So the
going to be used. But when you search here in this application right now,
hmm,
in
hmm,
open application,
hmm, hmm,
so
hmm.
you can do the debug. You can activate the debug, and
Right.
in application you can put your
Yeah.
cursor and see where this uh, debug is stopping. So if any customer is stopping, it means that customer will activate at this point, right? And you
R-
can start searching from there. Is this is the correct way you say?
right, right. So first we will have to check the short description, and we have, and if you feel like that this can be the possible customer exit, put the breakpoint over there. Okay, and perform the transaction which you want to do. The breakpoint, if breakpoint is going to hit over there, check the parameter if the relevant values are coming or not, which you are going to write your logic, because based upon the value only you are going to write the logic. If you don't get the value, how you will write the logic? So you'll have to check the import parameter. So here you can see that tables parameter we are having, so you can check the tables parameter, what are the value it can have populated. So for example,
If you have if you have a 50 customer like this from 911 to 956, you have to go for each customer.
right, right. Yeah, there is no other way.
That's
You will have to go, or
there's no other
better,
way.
yeah, better go first search with through the Google. Most of the time we get from there itself. If you don't have any other choice, you will have to do like this. Okay, you will have to do
Okay.
like this, or you can go through the S mode where you will get all the customer exit at one place. You can have a look with the help of description. You will get, so as a functional, this is the best way. Go to the S mode. Okay, and
Okay.
from here, so here you can give the package over here, because here you will be having the summarized look, and because
Yes.
you are from functional background, you will be easily able to relate which particular customer exit will be relevant for you. So it means function people will quickly understand what's the meaning of, you know for
Yes.
this,
Yes.
and he will be able to, you know so if you know the package, you can just go and see these are the only enhancement relevant to the va01 transaction. Apart from
It's
that, nothing.
regardless which transaction are you using in VA, this package is contain all the information
Right,
regarding
right,
all
correct.
transaction, right?
True, true, true. Yes, yes.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
yes. So
Thank you very much, Pankaj.
no problem. This is the best way, from where, like, because here we'll having the summarized idea. Otherwise from there you will have to find the customer exit. Again, you will have to go to mod SAP table, and from there you will have to find the enhancement. That is, quite
Yeah, that's the
lengthy
additional
process.
job. Yes.
Yeah. So here, this is the way how we can do. Good.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. Thanks for asking the question. Good question. Now here, the customer exit. This, please do this assignment. Once you will do, you will once you will get this done, you will having the more confidence, and you will be having the better understanding. Okay, a screen exit. Sorry, I didn't share those videos. I'm supposed to share. Okay, today I will do this one. In just a second, let me note it down. Okay. Okay, and in order to understand the body, we were talking the basic concept of the object oriented, and there we understood the power of interface, very powerful. This interface is going to provide the polymorphism. Polymorphism means one object in multiple forms. Okay, so this interface is very powerful, and body is nothing but interface only. Whenever we are having a body, we are going to have the interface, and with the help of that interface we are going to achieve the polymorphism. So that's why one body can have the multiple implementation. So we will see there are different types of body also. All the body cannot have the different types of implementation. So we will see which body can have the different types of implementation. Those part we'll be looking into that. We saw the definition. BADI stands for business identity. It's an object oriented concept. That means it's object oriented way of doing the enhancement. Okay, BADI basically provides us the interface, and that interface need to be implemented in the custom class, and the functionality we will write inside the method of the custom class, right? What is the step to identify the body? So yesterday we have seen how to identify the body. Let me note down the steps. What you will have to do: go to class cl underscore exit handler. All right, then you will have to uh, go inside the method. Tell me the method name. What's the method name? Where we'll have to go? Get instance. Right, this is the method you will have to go inside. Then put the breakpoint on method cl exit handler get interface by class name, something like that. Let me check that. Get interface by class name. So let's go and check what is that method actually. Slash n ac24 cl exit handler. You'll have to go inside this class and get instance. Inside this you will have to put the breakpoint here. CL exit handler get class name by interface. So this is the method. Here you will have to put the breakpoint. So get class name by interface. Here you will have to put the breakpoint. And once you will put the breakpoint, go and perform the transaction which you want to perform. Go and perform the transaction which you want to perform, and note down all the exit name. So this exit name is nothing but your body name. So this is nothing but your body name. So when you are going to perform that transaction, and whatever the body you are noting it down, that means on that specific to that transaction, these are going to be the list of body which you can use for your purpose. So let's go and see once again. Yesterday however we have seen, today once again I'm going to show you how to identify, because it's important one. So you know, AC24 first step, AC24, go to AC24 CL exit handler is the class. Give over there, click on this display button and get instance, double click over here, and then at line number 14 put the breakpoint over here. All right, and now my requirement is to identify the body to implement some validation for material master. Okay, so I'm going to open the mm02 transaction. You can see that when I'm going to open the mm02 transaction, this is getting triggered, right? But I'm looking validation while saving my data. So I'm not going to bother about what the exit is coming at this point of time, right? I'm not going to note down because it is not required for me at this point of time. Okay, Siva is asking, we can find body and customer exit. Yes, from AC84 also we can find. We'll discuss that one later. Okay, let's see this way. This is the very good way to identify the body. This is the most popular way to identify the body. Okay, and it will give you the exact body for your requirement. That's why it is more popular. Press F8 C for creation when I'm going to mm02 transaction 3 times, that was triggered. That means 3 different body we would have got, right? I'm going to some existing, uh, I'm going to take some existing material. Maybe I will take this one, press enter. So take this one, basic data. Yeah, so here my requirement is that when I'm going to save any material, I want to validate some field. Let's suppose I want to validate. So already it's telling the material group does not exist. Let me correct this one. Whichever is present over there, I'm going to take KG081. Let's see. You are changing material group, but material already used by purchasing. Okay, I don't know what is the meaning of this one. Press F8. Some old material number I'm going to give. Save it. Save it once again. Once again. Okay, it's giving some error. Let me create some another material. So I'm going to mm01. Press F8, 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 and here it's an internal number assignment. So I'm just going to take the finished product, maybe this one I will take. Press enter, press F8, basic data one. So I will give some description. Test basic unit of measure EA and some value. I'm just selecting maybe L triple 004, old material something, and then this is also a required field, and just click on this save button. Okay, so my requirement is to perform the validation on save button. So when I have clicked the save button, it is going to come through all the exit, right? We will have to note down all the exit. That's what we have done yesterday. So see here, this is one exit. Just open one notepad and keep on listing down all the exits. So press F8 once again. This is another exit. Copy this one, paste it over here. Once again, press F8. BADI material check. This is the relevant exit. Okay, from the name itself, it looks like very frequently used this BADI. So exit is nothing but here the exit name is nothing but your BADI name. Okay, BADI underscore layer. This is another exit. So in most of the requirement, this BADI underscore layer you are going to get for almost for each transaction. This exit you are going to get because this is for the technical purpose. Okay, so here I'm just noting it down all the possible BADI, and here one more BADI we got EHSS specification checks. So this is uh, for different purpose. And now again I'm going to press F8, and it's taking some time. Yeah, and this time it is coming this BADI. So I have copied and pasted over here. Again I'm going to press F8. This is another BADI. Control V and press F8. BADI MATN1 N1. This is also one important BADI. This one BADI underscore MATN1. Okay, and press F8. So we have just come out. So my requirement is to put some validation, right? My requirement is to put some validation when I'm click on save button, right? So once again I'm just going to show you. So here description and all is fine. Unit of measure, that is okay. Material group is okay. Product hierarchy is okay. And this is what we are having at this point of time. Now I want to make this field division also as mandatory. This is my custom requirement. Okay, I want to make this one as a mandatory. So here what we have noted down, we have noted down this BADI, multiple BADI we have noted down while clicking on save button, which is getting triggered. So from the name itself, you will get some idea which BADI can be useful for you. Or when, if you have some specific requirement, I would highly recommend you first Google it out. You will directly get the BADI name. If you are not able to get, this is how you will have to identify the BADI. Okay, and you will have to do some research for your requirement, what BADI is going to be useful. Here we will be discussing some frequently used body. Okay, so this body material check is very frequently used one, and for this our requirement also, if you see from the name itself, it looks like it's going to check the validation. It's going to check the material, right? So this material, this body material check, what we will do, that we will go and analyze whether we are getting all this data inside that body or not. Then only we can write the code, right? So we'll have to analyze. How you will analyze? How you will analyze? To analyze the body, you will have to display the body. So what is the T code to display the body, right? For displaying the body definition, what is the T code? Who will tell? What is the T code for displaying the you know body definition, right? So yeah, come over here. Very good, Madhu, Preeti, awesome. SC18 is the T code where you can go and explore about the body. Slash and SC18. So in body in AC18, where I have gone, in this transaction I have gone. Here you are able to see two options. One is for enhancement spot and another is the body name. The second option is for our use, this body name. Okay, the first option is for enhancement spot. We'll discuss about that. So our body is classic body, and whenever you are having the classic body, so whichever the body you are finding over here using the CL exit handler, using the CL exit handler way, these all are your classic body. These all are your classic body. So we are discussing currently only for classic body. Classic body is also known as old body, but it is used very frequently nowadays also. Though its name is old body or classic body, but it's very frequently used. Okay. Now, the second option here, you will have to put the body for which you want to analyze, right? So I want to analyze body material underscore check. I will click on this display button, right? And what you will have to now analyze, what you will have to now analyze. So my requirement is to put the validation. And how I can put the validation? I want to put the validation on division, that this division is blank, or if it is blank, then I'm going to throw some error message that division cannot be blank, right? So I can put this validation only when if I get this division data inside that body, right? So press F1 and you can find the technical name over here for this division, right? And we will see if this technical name is there inside that body or not. So I've just pressed F1 over here. It's taking some time. It will open in some time. And from there, I will go under the technical information and I will find out the, technical name. It's taking some more time. Okay, no problem. Let's go over there. This is also taking time. Here also taking time. No issue. Once again, go to SC18. What happened? Yeah, and give this body name body material underscore check. Click on this display button. It's taking more time. I don't know why. Okay, I have one more system. Let me log in over there quickly. Let me share this system. Okay, so this is one another system. Let's come over here slash n SE18, and we will analyze the body over here. This is the body material underscore check. We'll have to analyze. Click on this display button. It has come over here, right? So under the body definition, what actually we will have to analyze? That is the question, right? We will have to analyze that particular field for which we want to put the validation. Let's go here in these systems. I'm just going to mm02. Okay, and I will take some existing material. So press F4 and let's get some material over here. Press enter, basic data 1. And here, let's suppose when I'm going to click on the save button, nothing is happening, right? Means there is no problem over here. It's working fine. So I want to put the validation on division. This was my requirement, right? So press F1 and find out the technical name for this division, right? So what is the technical name for division? SPART is the technical name for division. This is what it is here. So we would like to have this field, and this field is coming from where? This is the technical information which will be useful for our purpose, right? Here you see it's telling field description for batch input, right? The meaning of this means whatever your program is processing, right, this field they are getting from this particular screen field, mara-spart. Means internally inside the program, this particular mara-spart means mara is going to be used as a structure and spart is used as a field name, right? So this mara structure and spart, these two things is going to be useful for us. Okay, so copy this mara-spart. Okay, mara-spart. So our important thing is what? The technical name SPART and the structure is Mara. So division here, it's blank, right? We'll have to identify that SPART value which is flowing from this screen inside where? Inside that, inside this body, right? So what you are going to analyze over here? You will have to analyze the interface. You will have to analyze the interface. So this body contains this interface. See? So what we were discussing, body is nothing but interface only, right? With the help of interface, we are going to achieve the polymorphism, right? So this interface is having, these are the different methods, right? Check data, check change, mara mains, check change p meta, check data retail, different methods we are having over here, right? Check underscore data looks relevant for us, right? So we will have to see for this method whether we are getting somewhere under the parameter of this method that particular value, a SPART value or not. So how to check that one? We'll go to this method parameter. How we will go to this method parameter? Go double click on this interface name, right? Double click on this interface name. So I've just double click, okay, and click on this check data method and click on this parameter. So I'm looking for what? I'm looking for, S part. I'm looking for S part value. And here you can see that associated type for this parameter W Mara is Mara. And what was there? Mara hyphen S part, right? So if you double click over here on this associated type and search for the S part, let's search over here. You can see that S part is over here, right? That means what's the meaning of this? The meaning of this means this particular method, right? This particular method, check data, may be useful for this, may be useful for this. So we'll have to verify this one, right? We identified that a part value is flowing into this method, but we'll have to make sure. How to make sure? This can be done only through the implementation. no other way. Okay, but we got idea that this method is going to be useful. There is a very much chance, right? So by this way we identified that if this particular body, if we are going to implement and if we're going to use this method, right, our requirement will be fulfilled, right? So we identified this definition name and this method name, and now we'll have to implement this definition. We'll have to implement this body. Definition is nothing but body, right? We'll have to implement this body. So till now what we understood? Okay, till now what we understood? Till now we understood we will list down all the body, right? Just a second. We have written over here. Okay, we have written a list of all the body over here. So first thing is that we'll have to identify the list of body we have identified, and we have seen the description. We identified this looks relevant for us, so we just went into SE18 transaction, and here under the second option body name, which represents the classic body, and whichever body we have listed down here, we have listed down all the body with the help of CL exit handler, right? All the body we have used for the CL exit handler. So CL exit handler represents only for the classic body. So that's why second option we have chosen, and click on the display button, and then I have gone to the interface name. Here double click on this interface name. We are able to see these are the different methods. We went and checked the parameter. We found that the very first parameter itself, we found all the material related information we are going to have. In fact, Marcy, all the plant related information, all the storage location related information. See, almost for all the material master view, you are able to get this under the check data itself. So if you want to perform any kind of check, this is the perfect method, check underscore data. Okay, now how to implement the body? So what is the T code for implementing the body? ABAPers, who will tell what is the T code for implementing the body, right? SC19, very good, very good. Siva Reddy is telling, hi Pankaj, can you we put breakpoint in SC18 and test? No, how you can test in SC18? Not possible. Okay, you will have to implement and then you will have to test. Okay, so let's go and implement this one. Go to transaction SE19. Most of you told correctly, SE19, very good. And here see, this is edit implementation. So edit implementation is, if some implementation is already there, then only you can go and edit. So the first block, leave. Second one is relevant for us, create implementation. Under create implementation, again you have new body and classic body. Ours is classic body, right? Select this second option, and see here automatically the body material check is coming because already we have opened in SE18, no? So the SCP memory has taken the value from there and it has populated automatically. So fine, it has done the body name automatically, it has taken, so that's good. Click on this create implementation button and give the implementation name. So your name should start with Z or Y, right? You know that if anything as a developer we are going to create, their name should be start with Z or Y, because Z or Y represents the customer namespace, right? So Z custom implementation, I'm giving the name Z custom implementation, custom implement. Okay, click on this OK button. So implementation name I have given, I have clicked on the OK button, and here demo for classic body implementation. Okay, now I will tell you some more point over here. Let's go once again to SC18, the body definition. Okay, and under the body underscore name, again I'm going to display this one, body material check. Here just observe over here, type within SAP, multiple use and filter dependent. If the first one has been ticked, that means we will not be able to use, only SAP can use this one. The meaning of that one is that multiple use means for this particular body you can create the multiple implementation, right? If it is not ticked, that means that body can have only one implementation. You will not be able to create the multiple implementation, only one implementation. Okay, but here it is ticked, that means you can create a number of implementation. There is no boundation. Third is the filter dependent body. If this option is ticked, the meaning of that means this particular body is going to get triggered based upon the matching criteria. That's the meaning of filter dependent, right? It will first filter the value and check if it is going to satisfy or not. If it is going to satisfy, then only that body is going to get triggered. So we will see this one also step by step. Okay, so this is multiple use. If you want to see this body has been implemented at how many places by some another person, right? If you want to see, because this is a multiple use, right? If you want to see if this body has been implemented at how many places by different purpose, what you can do, you can go to the environment, you can go to the implementation and click on this overview. Okay, implementation and overview, and from AC18 transaction itself you can see all the name started with Z. So the same body has been implemented by SAP, see, because the name is not starting with by Z. So these are the implementation. See here, implementation. Under the implementation, you have the different implementation, right? So whichever is not starting with Y or Z, that means that means that is the standard implementation. Whichever is starting with Z or Y, you can see that Z, 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 Z. So the people like me have implemented for those. There are so many implementation, right? You can see here. There are so many implementation, right? So people have implemented, many people for different purposes they have implemented. And if this implementation is active, then all the implementation is going to get called. So how to check if a particular implementation will be called or not? Say suppose if you want to check the first one is going to get called or not, what you can do, double click over here. Okay, and once you will go inside that, here you will see implementation will be called because the implementation is active. Okay, if implementation is active, implementation will be called. If it is deactivated, then it will not be called. So you can deactivate also, implementation can be deactivated also. I will show you how to activate, how to deactivate all those things, right? So this Z add underscore data 2 is going to get called. Similarly, you can check for another implementation also whether that is going to get called or not. So for example, I want to check for this one, right? I want to check for JBody mat 22. Okay, so here you can see that implementation will be called, right? Now once again go, and this time I'm going to choose this one, JMat. Okay, double click over here on the JMat, and here you can see that implementation will not be called. What you can analyze now, right? So from the overview itself, you can identify whichever here in the yellow, whichever here is in the yellow mark, those implementation are active. Very important point. Okay, whichever are here in yellow, those implementation are active. Okay, whichever is not in yellow color, those implementation are not active. That means those will not be called. If you want to get it called, you will have to activate the implementation. I will show you how to implement the how to activate the implementation. It's very easy to implement the to activate the implementation. So from here itself you can identify, right? Yellow means what? Yellow means implementation is active, and the other color, the blue color means, so note down over here, yellow means implementation will be called, that means that is active over there, and bluish one is implementation will not be called. So this is one important, point which you can remember. It's going to help you actually. Many of the time you will come across a requirement where you will have to go and check what are the body have been implemented, because the body affects functionality a lot, right? Enhancement affects the functionality a lot, and that's the pain point where we'll have to check a specific body has been implemented at how many places, and this is the way you can go directly and check it, right? So we understood if within SAP is there, what's the meaning of within SAP? If multiple use is there, right? What's the meaning of multiple use? If filter dependent is there, what's the meaning of this? So this point we understood. Now we were creating the implementation. Let's go and finish the implementation. So I was here. Let it be this one. Go to /NSC19 once again, and under the classic body, create implementation, give the name jet custom implementation, and here custom implementation. See here it's telling implementation will not be called because it is not activated. It's inactive, that's why it's telling will not be called. So if you activate from here, right, and if it is going to get activated, the implementation is going to get called, right? But you will not be able to activate at this point of time, because whenever we are going to implement a body, we need to define and create a custom class where we are going to write the code, right? Where we'll have to write the code. That is the point, right? Go to this, interface, and here you can see that this interface is automatically coming, and automatically name of the implementing class is also coming over here. So this is the class in which we'll have to go and write the code inside this method check underscore data. So double click on this class name, and what it is telling, body implementation was changed. This, do you want to save? Yes, I want to save. Just save it. Local object. It's asking for a package where I want to save. So I'm just giving the local object. I don't want to transport, right? And here you can see that automatically one class has been created with these methods, with these methods, right? Check data, check change mara means, check change p meta, check data retail, pre-suppress marcy check, check mass marcy data, right? This methods belongs to which? This method belongs to interface, right? This is the interface. So this is a different class, right? Because I'm creating a different class. Other people have also created their own class, but they have implemented, the same interface method. So all the people have implemented the same interface method in their own classes, right? I'm also using the same interface method in my class. And that is what? That is polymorphism, right? In the different classes, same method we are implemented we are implementing with the help of interface. And at runtime, when the mm02 transaction will run and when we will click on the save button, right, all the implementation method is going to call one by one, one by one, one by one, one by one, right? And that's where the beauty of object oriented programming there in form of polymorphism, right? So now this is the method where we'll have to write the code. Double click on this method, right? Double click on this method, and here come, and what we'll have to write, we have to put the validation for what? So whatever field you want to put the validation, right, you can do over here. You can do over here. W Mara is my parameter, import parameter. So you can write if W Mara hyphen SPART is not initial, right? Is initial, right over is initial means what? What is the meaning of is initial? Means blank. If the division, the value which is coming from a screen is initial, that means blank. Initial means blank. Then give the error message, division can't be blank. Save it, check the syntax and activate it. Got activated. Now, now, now here one very important point. My question to you, my question to you. This method I have written some code, right? Do I have to do anything with this method? I don't require to write any code inside this. Do you have to do anything in this method? Who will tell? Shall I leave it or shall I do anything over here? Shall I leave it all the other methods? Yes. We will have to, just double click. You don't have to write code, that's fine. But what actually you'll have to do, you'll have to double click and see it's inactive. You'll have to activate it. Simply, you will have to go and activate that method. Activate means this method is now implemented. Okay. So all the method you will have to, right, activate. Either you go one by one, activate, or activate in one go. It depends on you, right? So I have activated this one. I'm again going over here just to make sure that nothing is going to be wrong. Inactive, just activate this one. Okay. So go back and go and activate this one. Now you might be thinking that one by one we are going and activating this one. So is there any way to activate all these methods in one go? What you can do, you can go here on display object list. It will take you to the SCAT transaction if you click on this particular button, right? And then you go and select the class from here, right click and activate from here. So here check mass marcy data and this, the two is still not activated, so it has automatically come over here, right? And now click on this activate button. So everything is now activated, right? Everything is now activated. Now if you want and go to check, you can just go and check. So check data underscore retail already I have activated, right? So it's active. So all these methods should be activated actually. So activated means all the method is implemented. We also tell that all the method is implemented if it is activated properly. So you can see that now everything is activated. And this one, the last method is also now activated. Very good. Now, now there will be a question when you will be going into the interview. There will be a question your interviewer will ask in this way. Very important question, very frequently asked question. What is that question? He will ask, if a body is implemented, if a body is implemented, do we have to activate, do we have to activate all the methods implementation? Yes, we'll have to activate all the method implementation. Another question he will be asking, if a body is implemented in multiple classes, all the classes are going to be called. So your answer is yes, all the classes are going to be called. All right, it will go into dump. Okay, if it is not activated, it will go into dump. So if a body is if a body implementation, if a body is implemented in multiple class, implemented in multiple classes, all the classes are going to be called. Yes, all the classes are going to be called. So one body is implemented in multiple classes, right? All the classes one by one, one by one will be getting called, right? If a body is implemented, we have to activate all the methods. Implementation, yes, we have to activate. So this is two important question which you should remember. So now I have written the, I have written the code, right? For this class is now implemented. It's active also. Now let's go back. So again, I have come to the body implementation, right? Again, I have come to this body implementation. Now it's in inactive, and here you can see that it's telling implementation will not be called. Why? Because your body implementation is inactive, right? So if you're going to, here you have deactivate option and here you have activate option, right? Click on this activate button, and if you click on this activate button, see here, this is now active, and here the status is implementation will be called. Now implementation is going to get called. What I will do in order to verify that my implementation is going to get called, I will go into the method of the class where I have written the code, and I will put the breakpoint, and I will show you if this implementation is going to get called or not. So go here, and now just go back so that a fresh program will be loaded and everything will be loaded fresh. Otherwise, it may give you the problem, right? So I'm going to mm02 and press enter, go to the basic data one, and here just do some change so that the code flow will take place, right? So I'm going to do some changes over here, and now click on the save button, and you can see that ABAP debugger is starting, right? And actually control is flowing toward the breakpoint. See here, the control has come over here. Why? Because my body implementation is active. And now let us see, SPART is blank, right? Because there is no value. So if it is initial, it's going to give you the error. That is what the code I have written. Here division cannot be blank, right? Division cannot be blank. This is what we have. Anusmita is having one question that, sir, if you activate the custom class, then all methods in it will be activated by default. Yeah, that is true. That is true. By default it will be activated. Sometimes it will not get activated. Sometimes it seems like everything got activated, but it will not get activated, and when you will come and try to execute that one, it will go into dump. By default it will be automatically get activated by default. That is true. We don't have to do one by one and doing all those things, but just this is a kind of very frequently asked question, so just to put your uh, thought over there, thought focused over there, I have gone one by one and activated. Okay, good, good, good observation. Okay, can you add extra field in mm01? Yes, we can add. We'll see that through the screen exit. Okay, we'll see that one. Fine, let's see, first complete this one and then we will go with another question. Okay, so here you can see that it's telling division cannot be blank, right? So now once again press F8 and it's telling division cannot be blank. So what I will do, that I will just go back, I will go back, and once again I will come over here and now go to the basic data one, and here give the division, right? So give some division. I'm going to give some division over here from the search help, and cross division, maybe we can select and press enter. It's telling, do you want to save your data for the material first? Yes, click on this yes button. And this time, because I have given the division, it will not go and give the error, right? Because this time the division which I have passed 0 0 I have selected from there, and this 0 0 is coming, right? So this condition is going to be false and control will come out, and now the data will be saved, right? Now, did you understood this concept of classic BADI implementation till now? If you have any question, just let me know. Okay, if any question, I'm going to give you the break for 5 minutes. All right, and before going to the break, if you have any question, feel free to ask. If any question, if you have, just go ahead and ask. You can unmute yourself. Yes, Siva, you can unmute yourself now. Hmm.
Yeah, guys, I want to know how to call first method in the second method. For example, I want to fetch Mara data. For that, I need to call first method in the second method. Yeah, and some attributes also. I want to know.
Okay, so see here, you can write your, you can write your custom method as well. So suppose here in this class, you can create your custom method as well, and whatever logic you want to write, you can write it
Not
over there.
custom method.
Hmm.
Okay. I mean, right now we have many methods.
Right.
First check data. I want
Hmm.
to call this method in the first method.
Yeah, so you can simply put it. There are many way you can write like this, me, and give the method name. If you give the control space, all the method will come. See here, material check, it's coming, right? This interface is coming, and again you can call all the method control space, and it is check change, check change pmt. All this method is, suppose if you want to use this one, just use this method. So me and the method name. Okay, or
And
directly. Yeah,
attributes also.
yeah, so you can access through me also, or directly you can, because this is the same class, no, directly you can use this method. For example, check data underscore detail, this method is there. So what you can do, that use this interface name, uh, or from here also you can just copy. Let me do one thing, go to AC24, ZCL custom implementation. So what you can do, suppose if you want to call this method, so you can simply copy this method and you want to call inside this method, because this is the same class. So syntax, there are many way. One of the way is this one also. You can directly paste it over here, full stop, right? Check the syntax. See, there is no syntax error. So directly this way also you can simply put it's going to call your method, or you can use the me also, right? Because me represents the current object, the current object at a runtime. So this way, this is also fine. By this way also you can do.
And the attributes also can we call same like that?
Sorry.
Attributes.
Yeah, attributes also you can call. Yeah, that is true. Attributes also directly you can access whatever the global attribute is there, you can access directly. Okay, any other question anyone is having? Any other question related with this concept? This concept is important.
Can we add our own methods in this or no?
Yes, you can add it. You can add your method over here. You can add your custom method if you want. Apart from that, you can go here, go into the change mode, and here you can, for example, let's suppose if you want to create your own custom method one, you can give the label as instance, and then you can give the visibility public protected or whatever. Press enter and you can write the code inside this. So you can write the code.
Is there a benefit in doing this? Like,
Yeah, you will have to come across many such requirement where you will have to create your own custom method, because when you will have to add some extra functionality and number of lines of code is going to be, let's suppose, more than 1,000, right? So you would like to modularize that one, right, Hitesh? So in that case, what you will do that you will write
mm,
your functionality into the custom method, and that custom method you can call it over here, right? So this is a custom class only, right? This is a custom class where this interface we are using, the body interface, nothing different. So because this is a custom class, you can do anything. At attribute also you can do whatever you want. If you want to add more attributes, if you want to create more methods, you can do so, right? You can create the types. This is a custom class. You can do anything whatever you want. Okay.
yeah, got it.
Yeah, Preeti, we will discuss this one. This layer value, this is in order to do in order to call the implementation in the certain way. So we will see that one. Body is going to be longer, it will take another 2 3 4 classes, may also take, because we are going to dig deeper inside the body. We will not leave any topic. Even we'll cover more topic, whatever we have given in the syllabus, more than that we are going to cover. Okay, so don't worry, we will cover everything. Yeah, so other people can go and take the break, and you can come here at 40 it's going to be, so you can come back by 8:50. Whoever is willing to ask the question, just go and ask. Yeah, other people can take the break.
Pankaj, can you
Hello.
hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear. Yes, please go ahead.
Pankaj, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Are you able to hear me? Yeah, anyone else? I think there is some problem
Hello,
from your side.
Pankaj.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, Anusmita, yeah, please tell me.
If we define any type of custom method, then
Mhm.
how can we define the parameter in it?
Yeah,
Can
that's
we
simple. No?
actually define?
Yes, in the the way you define the parameter. See, the method is here, and the parameter you can go and use the parameter over here. Whatever the parameter, import parameter, export parameter, you can give based upon your requirement. Right?
Okay. And another question is, if we activate the method one by one, then
Mhm.
we really need to activate the class again separately.
Yeah, that is better actually. You can go and directly activate the class. No need of activating one by one. Okay. You don't have to go and activate one by one. Directly you can activate from here, and you can go to the SCAT, and from there you can activate the in one go.
Yeah, Pankaj, I have one more doubt. After implementing this class, can we call the same class in any other means BADI?
Same class in another BADI?
Yes.
No. Same class in another BADI, how we will be able to do? You will not be able to do
I
so.
think we can create an object. We can call methods, and it
Yeah,
is
that is that is the object oriented concept that you will be able to do. But you know, if you want to use the same class in different BADI in the in the BADI framework, that is not possible. If you want to use this class anywhere, you can use. Okay, you can create the object, or if some of the method is there, here you can see that all the methods are instance methods, so you can create the object and you can call this method. That is possible, you can use that way. Okay.
Hey Pankaj, this is Vikram. I had a question, maybe a dumb
Mm,
question, but I'll still
mm.
ask.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So you showed basically that to activate your enhancement, you have to activate all the methods in
All
that
right,
interface.
all right,
So my
right.
question is, what if there is a certain method in which there is some code and somebody's deactivated it because we don't want to call it, so are you going to comment that code? How do we ensure that when you activate everything, if there is certain code that should not be called, how do we prevent that from happening?
Yeah, so for that purpose we can comment the code. For example, let's
Okay.
suppose if you want to, for example, here this custom method code, I don't want to get it called, so I will go and I can comment it over here, and again I can activate. So by
Got it.
this way we
Yeah.
can do. Yeah.
I just wanted to confirm.
Yeah, no,
Coming
that's
from a
fine.
functional background, I may ask
And
some stupid questions here and there.
no, there is no question, as a stupid question. That's the good question actually. This is a valid
Thank you.
question and very good question. Yeah, so suppose if you don't want to call any code which is already there, and so this is a very good question in fact, so we can just comment it out. Okay, so this may be easy question for a BAPer, but for you it's a very good question. We can just comment it out and it's not going to get get it called. So
Thank you, Pankaj.
no
Appreciate it.
problem. Thanks. Any other question? Okay, fine. So let's have some break and come by 8:50. Okay, and then we will again resume the class. Which
I
method
mean,
you want
the
me to?
class local, yeah.
Yeah, I'm already here.
It's not showing me. Yeah, here. Actually, this interface, through that interface, the actual method is automatically coming. If you go and write the code inside the check data, it's automatically validating that division. Okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's predefined interface and then linked with the methods we are using, everything is pakka. If you are creating a custom method, like you mentioned, right? Custom method in that method, custom method. Ca- can you please go that back? Custom method, how the breakpoint will come and stop there, because we need to tell the system, right? If I do our validation, like check data or check something or saving, we need to tell, right, how the system will come exactly to this method, because this
To
check
check
data
data, right?
method, yeah, this check data, it will come and stand, because we are putting the breakpoint, like writing a logic, because they mentioned for checks and limited changes for material master table. Inside we checked that what the parameters are there, so that it's automatically coming and placing here. How system will know we have to come and stop here. How this custom method, the system will know, even if I am writing some custom code, how it will know I have to come and stop here.
It will not come on a stop here if you are not going to this custom method
Yes,
inside any of this interface method.
yes,
Yeah, it will not come and stop.
yes, that's
You are
what I'm
going,
asking.
yeah, you are
That's
going
what
to
I'm,
use,
then what's the
see, you are going to use this custom method inside any of these methods because you want to modularize the code. Why we create the method? because for the purpose of modularization, let's suppose here in this check underscore data you have 1,000 lines of code, you want to modularize those codes. So where you will do the modularization, right? You can create one custom method and you can put your
Okay.
code over there, and
So
then that custom.
we have to call using that me keyword or object. Using that object, you can call the check data so that the code will come and execute here, right?
Right. Yes. Right. You are
Am
right.
I right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That
You
is
have to
true.
call the particular methods.
Yeah. You will have to call.
Okay.
You will have
Okay.
to call. Okay.
Thanks.
No problem. Good.
Uh, mm,
Okay. Fine. So one thing over here.
Pankaj,
Yeah, so do
hello.
one thing. Now I'm not going to take any question after this class. At the end of this session, we will be having the question. Whatever I have prepared for the 2 days, let's complete that one. Otherwise we'll be coming out, running out of time. So I'm going to take all the questions at the end of the session. Please park your question for the, you know, at the end of the session. I will take and I will give you the answer. Let's discuss very important things we are having over here. Uh, I have prepared the list of customer exits. I have prepared the list of customer exits, which are very important, right? We are having around 8,000 customer exits. Out of those, here, 74 customer exit we are having, which is very important. So I have just taken the screenshot. I have put it over here. I have worked very hard in order to accumulate all this, customer exit. So whenever you are having some requirement, first what you can do, you can go and check the description, and maybe you can explore, and you can check first about this customer exit, and most probably you will be able to find, because these are the customer exit going to be used very frequently in the multiple requirement. Similarly, for the body also, I have prepared some list of body over here, which is very frequently used and very important. Okay, the first body is BDCP underscore before underscore right. Very important body. What is the use of this body? Okay, so that ALE IDOC concept, right? IDOC is very frequently used in the distributed system, distributed scenario, right? In ERP world, in order to sync the data between the different system, we are going to use the IDOC a lot. So this body is going to be very useful for the ABAPer people, ABAPers. BDCP underscore before underscore right, very frequently, and VVI body going to be used very much. So in order to capture the change log with where condition, this body is going to be used, right? BDCP underscore before underscore right. So suppose if you want to capture some certain changes only in the body, so for that purpose we can use this particular body, BDCP underscore before right. Another body for the finance people, this is going to be very frequently used body. Suppose if you want to manipulate some tax related calculation for a specific country, this body is going to be very important. This body is going to be very important. FI underscore tax underscore body underscore 011. So this is a filter dependent body which you can implement based upon the different country. So once we will understand the concept of filter dependent body, you will quickly understand what I'm trying to tell. As of now, just understand this body can be implemented specific to the different country. For India, we can implement. For Indonesia, we can implement. For US, we can implement. For different country, we can implement this. We can implement this body, because this is the filter dependent body. This one, this body is going to display the output into the different format, right? Because this is the body for the purpose of modification of field catalog, object oriented ALV concept. The what is the field catalog. So you can change the field catalog using this body, very frequently used in the finance. In finance domain, they keep on playing with the different different field catalog, different layout, and that's where it's going to be useful. Okay, another very important body is me underscore purchase doc underscore posted, very important body. This one, me underscore purchase document underscore posted. So whenever you are going to use ME21, ME22, ME23 or ME29 in transaction, this body, you can use this body and you can do any kind of validation, any kind of data manipulation, right? Any kind of logic. This is very frequently used, me underscore purchase doc underscore posted. So if you're working some organization, what you can do, that you can go to, I told you that how to do, go to SC18, right? You can go to SC18. Let's see if this system is working. You can go to SC18 and you can give that body actually, right? And you can see that at how many places that body has been used. Okay, so let me copy this one. Sorry, use here, Control V, and click on this display button. You can see that this body, you will have to go to the implementation and click on this overview. In your organization, you will be able to see this body would have been used at least 3 or 4 places, or maybe more than that, in more than, in more classes, right? Similarly, you can go and check for this one. I'm sure for this, if I takes BADI, if you are working in some MNC and if your client is MNC and he's dealing with the different, country, then you can go over here and you can go to the implementation and overview. You will be able to see over here at least 20 or 30 country like that. It depends on with how many country they are having the tax, tax, like they are having the trading or kind of purchase and sell, something like that. So based upon the number of country, suppose 5 country they are dealing with, so 5 body implementation will be there, starting with Z or Y in the custom namespace. So this, because this is the demo system here, everything is not at place here. Even we are not able to see even the single implementation, but in actual scenario, this is very widely used body. This one at least 14, 15 generally I have seen in the multiple project. Okay, so this one, then this one, and this one, you might be knowing also this body, me purchase doc posted. Similarly, for the purchase requisition, when you are going to post your purchase requisition, right, this body is going to be very useful, very frequently used. आप आंख बंद करके बोल सकते हो कि इस body में जाके check करो, and you will be finding that this body is going to be useful if you have anything related with purchase requisition posting. Okay, this body. Another body for work order underscore update. This body, I think IW 3132 related. So whenever we are having the work order related update, then this body is going to be useful. This is also very important body. So these are some list of body which is very important. Okay, now suppose if you want to see all the implemented body in your system, if you have some system, all right, one ECC system, and there you want to see all the implemented body, what are the body implemented in the system, this is the table where you can go and check it out, right? So I will show you. Go to /n SC16N and Control V, press enter, and here the body implementation name you can see. So total body and body implementation here 6534. Run this one and see the total. You can see this is what we have. If you want to see all the custom implementation, right here, give the Y star and Z star. So it will give you all the custom implementation. Run this one, and here you can see the 21 custom implementation is there, right? 21 custom implementation. This is also one important body. Let me copy and paste it over there. MB Migo body. So this is also one important one, MB Migo body. Okay, fine. Now here we will see uh, the filter dependent body. Okay, so in order to understand the filter dependent body, what is better that you should know the creation mechanism of a body, like how a body is developed. Suppose SAP has created some body, right? So SAP has created, we have just seen that in slash and SC18, we have gone and check about this body, right? So when SAP have created this body, how SAP have created this body? So once you understand the creation mechanism, you will be having the better understanding. So what I will do, I will quickly create one body, right? We will see how the body is created. Suppose if you want to create a body, generally we don't create the body because we can directly go and write the code in the custom right, custom object. So we generally don't create the body, but just in order to understand the body concept better, right, I'm going to show you how you can create the custom body, right? So the same transaction SC18, you will have to go here the same, and you suppose if you want to create the classic body, so right here Z uh, ENH custom, okay, Z enhancement custom, and click on this create button. So when you are clicking the create button here, you can see that create operation is possible only for enhancement spots. So it's telling that classical body you cannot create from here. Okay, earlier we were able to do, but now it's telling that it's SAP is encouraging that to create the new body or kernel body. New body is also known as the kernel body. New body or kernel body both is same name. Okay, but the new body and kernel body comes under the enhancement switch framework. That's why SAP recommends to use the new body, and new body is going to be faster than the older body. New body is going to be the faster than the classical body. The body which we are seeing currently, though all those body are the, you know, old body, that means the classical body, but is still very frequently used. However, SAP suggests to use the new body, right, to create the new body. Okay, so in order to avoid, people should not create the custom body, classical body, they have disabled this option from here, right, and they are encouraging to use this option. But I have to create the classical body. So what you can do, we have the another option. You can go to here, and we have one option here, utility, and create classic body. Click on this button, and here give some description, classic body demo. See, so when I'm creating a classical body, see here, SAP internal, multiple use, filter dependent, these different options are coming over here. All right, so first I will show you the without multiple use how it's going to work. If you don't use the multiple use, that means this body you will be able to use, you know, only once in only one class. You will not be able to create the multiple implementation of this body. Only one implementation will be possible, because I'm going to uncheck this one. Okay, now click on this interface. You can see automatically one interface has been generated with this name, right? What you will have to do, you'll have to double click over here, click on this yes button, and it will create this interface, see, automatically. And here we'll have to give some method. So this is how SAP has also given some method over here and define the parameters. Okay, so I'm going to give some method. Let's suppose some display message or something like that. Display message label over here, maybe you can select instance method, and description, that's fine. Just save it and activate it. So one method I have created over here, just go back and now just save it. So here you can see that, you know, this body definition I have now created, right? this body definition now I have created. Okay, this is the method, this is the interface name, right? Now, so very simple, right? It's very simple to create a classical body. So I have created. Now I want to create the implementation. So I have just shown you how to create the implementation. So this is a body I have created, and I want to create some implementation of this body. So go to AC19 and click on this classic body. And this is the body definition just I have created. Click on this create button and implementation name JED custom implementation. Here custom implementation. Click on this save button, right? Local object, and go to this interface. Under the interface, automatically this implementing class is there. Double click on this implementing class. Come over here and write some message over here. Message. This is custom classic body. Save it and activate this one. Okay, so it is now activated. Now I'm just going to activate completely this class. So now this is also activated. Go back, and here also, here you can see that it's inactive and it's telling implementation will not be called. I want to call this implementation, right? So I'm just activating this one. Now it's telling implementation will be called, right? This body, this body, where it will be called, I will call this one in a custom program, right? Because this is a custom body. So go to /NSC38 and I will create one JED enhancement made easy demo for cust body. Some program I'm going to create. Click on this create button. Demo for classic body creation. Type executable. So as we create the program, in the same way I'm going to create the program. Okay. Now this is a report I'm going to create. Now see how SAP does. Suppose this is SAP standard program. Just assume. So SAP would have created the standard program because customer cannot directly go and change the program. SAP has also created a body. Okay. And now how that body is going to get call over here, I will show you. So that method is, that class method is CL exit handler, and get instance is that method, this one. Shift enter. Sorry, wrong method I have called. Get instance is that method. So control space and this one. So press shift and enter. So now this is the correct one which I was looking for. Okay. Enable this export parameter, and here you pass the exit name. What is the exit name which just I have created? The exit name which we have created is, let me close so many sessions. JED enhancement custom. This is the body I have created. So this I'm passing it over here in this particular method. Okay. CL exit handler get instance. Here I'm passing that particular exit name, the body name. Here we'll have to pass. And here it will call the implementation. Okay. Here it will call the implementation. So let's go and check the data type. So double click over here. Click on this yes button, and this is type any, right? This is the This is the type any. Okay. Okay, fine. So what you will have to do it over here actually, you know, you'll have to create the reference of that body. So here data, because the type is any, right? So I need to create the instance. So I'm going to create the instance of either of the body which I have created, uh, sorry, that interface which we have created. So let's go and give the interface name. So click on this display button and go select this interface which we have created. Let's see if this interface is active. It's active. Good. Copy this one and write over here that gi underscore uh, impl type ref to control v, and use this interface over here so that you can get the object. Okay. Enable these exceptions, and in case of success, if size sub RC is going to be 0, in that case, this method is having what? Control space display message, right? Activate this one, activate this one. It is got activated now. Run this, and you can see that this is a custom classic body. How it's getting called? I will put the breakpoint over here and I will show you. So press F8 once again. Debugger has opened now, and I'm pressing F6. So when I'm pressing F6, what it is giving? The implementation which I have implemented. What I have implemented? JCL EX underscore enhancement custom. This is the implementation I have created. Once again, I will show you so that it will be clear. This is the body name, right? And for this body name, I have created what implementation? J custom implementation. Right, this is the implementation. For this implementation, what is the class name? ZCL IM custom implementation, and in this class I have written this particular code, right? So you can see that how the system is, you know. So this is a framework which is calling, this is a method which is determining corresponding to this body definition what is the class has been implemented. So see, this is the class ZCL EX enhancement custom. This is the class, and this class, this is the class, and this is the what? Object. So this is object here coming through this parameter, and now this display message we are going to display. So because size sub RC is 0, so it will come over here and it is going to display the message, right? It's going to display the message. This is the custom classic body. This is what we have written over here, right? So if you want to put the breakpoint, you can put the breakpoint also and run once again. F6 and F6. You can see that this is a custom classic body type I, right? Now if you have, see, so this CL exit handler get instance is also there in all the standard code, right? And SAP is dynamically passing all the, you know, body definition over here, and once you pass the body definition, it will keep on giving the implementation. Now you will tell how all the implementation is going to get called automatically. So this will be again handled by the framework. We don't have to do anything. This is going to be handled by the system program. Okay, so I will show you. Go here and create the multiple implementation for this body, right? So go to once again SC18, and this is the body. Go to sorry, go to SC19 where we can create the implementation through SC19. So go and create through SC19. Select this classic body and second implementation Z custom implementation. It was one, and now I'm going to create the custom implementation 2. Click on this OK button. Here just write the custom implementation 2. Click on the save button, local object, interface, and here go to this class and write here the message. I'm going to write a statement. I'm going to use the write statement. Okay, right. This is custom. You can please mute from your side. Just a second. Let me mute all. And if you have any doubt, like when I'm explaining over here, if you have any doubt, feel free to stop related with this if you have any doubt. Okay. So this is custom. This is second custom implementation. This is second custom implementation of the same body. Okay. And I will give some color also, color 5. So just to go back and once again activate from here also, so that everything will get properly activated, right? Now the custom implementation 2 is inactive. Activate this one. Sorry, activate this one from here. There are already implementation active. Implementation will not be called. Okay, let me do one thing. This is 2. So I want to display the existing implementation. Go here. This is what we have created, right? Sorry, display this. Classic body implementation. Yes, good catch. Yeah, because yeah, you were right, Madhu. Yes, so let me go and show you. Slash SE18 and body name, which I have created this one, Z enhancement custom. And if you see here, it's not a multiple use body, right? If you can see here, this is not the multiple use body, and that's why it is not allowing me to create the another implementation. That's the problem, right? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this one from single implementation to multiple implementation. Now just save it and then go to the interface. Now go here. Now it's everything fine now. And once again I'll go to SC19 because now I have changed classic body implementation. Change this implementation. What implementation we have created? Let me check some name. It seems this one, custom implementation, this one. This is fine. Change. Yeah, so it's active. So once again I'm just going to activate, right? Because I have changed from single use to multiple use. And the second one, what it was, 2, right? It was 2. So go into change mode and try to activate this time. Okay, and this time you can see that it has been activated because I have now marked as a multiple implementation. Okay, now run this program once again. Run this program once again. So what it should be the output this time. So the 2 classes now I have created. One class is this one, all right? One class is this one, ZCL IM custom implementation 1, and the another class what we have, this one, the implementation class 2, where I have written this write code. This is a custom second implementation of the same body, right? So here also I'm going to change some code. Here instead of this I'll put the write statement. Okay, and here I will write the first implementation, first custom implementation of the same body. This is the custom first, this is the first custom implementation of the same body, color 4 something like that, and activate this one. Activate, just go back and activate this one also, just go back, and this is now fine. Now let's go and execute this program, okay, and see how the, because this is the multiple use body, both the implementations should be called over here automatically. Okay, both the implementation should be called automatically. Okay, so just run this one. So the first time that is fine, press F6 and you can see that GI implementation, and this is the first implementation is getting called, right? And F6, I'm going to display the message, right? This one, press F8. This is the first custom implementation of the same body. All right, second should also automatically get called. Second should also get called. Here it is getting called only one. Why? Press F8 once again. Press F6. GI implementation, this one is fine. Size of RC, this is okay. This one, that is, oh, fine. It's a, this is the first custom implementation of the body, that is okay. Do one thing, press and put the breakpoint here once again. I'm going to call once again, and now let's put the breakpoint at both the places here also, and in the first class also. So both the places I'm just going to put, right? This is the first custom implementation, and now this is the second custom implementation, right? Let's go and run once again and see if it's getting triggered or not. Okay, F6, F6, F6 here. Now this is the first custom implementation, right? That is okay. And breakpoint, yeah, the second one is not getting triggered, though I have made it the multiple use. What's the problem? Am I doing something wrong? We have made it multiple use. This is also fine. Do we have to call this one in loop? Let me try in loop, do, end do. So if size of RC not equal to 0, just I will exit. And let us see if it's going to call or not. Okay. Because we have the multiple implementation, it should call both the implementation. Okay. So press F6, F6, that is fine. Here, this is okay. F6 once again, and now I'm going to get instance. So this time I'm expecting, again, it's calling the first one only. It's not calling the second one. I need to check. I need to check something I'm missing or doing something, you know, because this is the multiple implementation and two implementation I have created. It is supposed to, you know, it is supposed to call both. Okay. So this I will check and let you know in the next class why it's not calling, but somehow you got the idea how the body is going to be created, right? And if you have to make the filter dependent body, let me show you quickly how it's going to be. So go to SC18, the same body name I will take, go into the change mode, going to the change mode, and here you can see that filter dependent. So when you are going to make a body as a filter dependent body, so if suppose SAP is creating some filter dependent body, how he would be creating? SAP would be doing selecting this particular checkbox, and here you will have to give some data element. Under the filter type, you will have to give the data type. So data type, it's going to be your, you know, it's going to be your data element. So for country, you can give the land one. What is this is the data element for the country. For company code, you can give the bookers, right? For plant, you can give the works. So based upon your requirement, what you can do that, you can define the filter type over here. So what will happen, suppose if you want to call an implementation for a specific plant only, right? Or for a specific country only, right? Then this filter dependent body you must have, right? So you must have filter dependent body. So I've just changed this body, activated, saved this one. And now let's go and create this, the filter dependent implementation of a body, how it's going to be. So /o SC19 is the T code where we can create the implementation. Select this classic body, custom one, click on this create button, Z filter implementation, click on this, okay, and filter body implementation. Okay, here you can see that when the filter dependent it is there, the extra, you know, extra block is coming over here, right? So I want to call this implementation only for the country India, only for the country India. So, or maybe for Armenia, let's suppose this is some country. For this country, I want to get called this implementation. So when your body is going to get called, it will call the, you know, it's going to get called only for this country. Apart from that, it will not call for any other country, right? So you can see that if you want to restrict at the country level or at plant level or company code level, the filter dependent body is going to be useful, right? And in the same way, you can go and write the code in the class. So this class code is going to be executed when this implementation is going to get called, right, for this country, whatever the country I have chosen. So that's the meaning of filter dependent body. Here you can write that, you know, here you can write that this is filter dependent body and it is called only for Armenia. The country name was Armenia. Okay, fine. So this is going to get called only for Armenia country. Apart from that, it's not going to get called, right? From the program, how to call the filter dependent body, I will show you in the next class, right? Let's summarize what we have learned today and we will stop now over here. I will give you some body related assignment also. You are supposed to complete this customer related, you know, the customer exit related assignment. Please do this one. It will help you a lot. Okay. And if you have any question, feel free to ask while completing the assignment. And then this body related assignment, what you will have to do for the body related assignment, right? You'll have to write the steps to identify the body. Of course, we are talking currently about the classic body. Okay, so you'll have to write the steps. You'll have to define the body. Here, list out all the bodies for ME21T code while creating the PO, right? So what you will have to do, you'll have to put the breakpoint on CL exit handle, get instance, and then go to the line number, I think it was 8 or 9, get on the method get interface by class name, right? And keep on noting down all the body in a notepad, and that body will have to share with me, you know. So please complete this assignment. And one real-time example also, what you can do if you have the system proper. In my system, this purchase order and all is not working properly because it requires some certain solid configuration. I tried creating some purchase order, right? But it was not happening, so just I left it. If you have some good system, what you can do that, we have seen there are many important BADI we are having. So I have listed those down over here, right? What you have to do when you are going to post your purchase order, when you are going to save your purchase order document, you will have to update some custom table. Okay, this is your requirement. Let's suppose when you are going to post your purchase order, what you want to do that, you want to save the purchase order related information, maybe the purchase order number, the list of material, and the price of material. All these three information you have to save into a custom table. This is your requirement. Okay, so your customer is willing that when you post the purchasing document, so when you save the purchasing document, okay, when you save the purchasing document, one G table, let's suppose this G table is, create this G table, you know how to create the custom table, right? ZPO table, give some name based upon your convenient, create one table with 3 fields with, so your customer is willing that when you save the purchasing document, one G table should be updated, should be updated with below fields. What is those fields? One is all the material which has been used in that purchase order. Then the second one, the price of each material, maybe just save these two information, material and price, right? Save these two information in this ZPO table. So you must have this table, material number and price, right? You must have this table, material number and price. I will quickly show you how to create the table for the functional people. It's very easy. Go to the transaction SC11 and here Z custom table I'm creating. Click on this create button. It's already there, it seems. Custom enhancement. Let's suppose this is the table name. Click on this create button. Here custom table, here choose the delivery class A and display maintenance allowed. Go to the fields, here give the first field as a MANDT. Okay, I want to make it client independent, so just I'm giving this MNDT. You must have to give MNDT and MNDT in order to make client dependent. Another field, the two field, what it was, the Matner. For Matner, this is the Matner data element I'm using, and another what it was, price. So instead of price, let's give this something some another, because if you give the price, the table creation will become little complex, right? So whenever we use the currency or quantity field in the table creation, the table creation mechanism requires a reference key. So for that purpose, in order to make the table easy, let's use the field other than currency or quantity field. So Matner we can use. Any other field from the purchase order, the simple one, can you suggest me over here? Or let me check from the EKKO table. We can just go slash SC11 and EKKO F7, purchase order information and the company code. Okay, just I want to save this company code information over here. So just save this bookers information. That's it. Only these two information I want to save in that custom table. So now let's go and create this custom table. So one is for material and another is for bookers. Right? Give the bookers. Save it and activate it. Save it and go to the technical setting, and you'll have to give here the data class APPL0, just select randomly anything APPL0, size category, give the 0, click on the save button, go back and activate. So very simple, it's very simple to create the table. Now your requirement is to update this table. Okay, so you already know the, I've already told you that this is the body we'll have to use. Or suppose if you want to, so do one thing, identify yourself the body where you are going to write. So maybe the different body also is possible, which you might be able to identify. There is very much possibility that same requirement can be achieved in a different body as well. It is not like this is only the body where we can write the code. However, this is very frequently used body in the purchase order, and this is also very frequently used body for the purchase requisition. Okay, very popular body. So do one thing here, your customer is willing that when you save the purchasing document, one j table should be updated with below fields, material number and bookers of that particular purchase order. It should be updated. So here what you have to do, you have to do that. First, identify the body where you can achieve your requirement. Achieve your requirement. Second, once you identify the body, right, go and create the implementation. Okay, so what you will have to do, you'll have to first create a work area. So code will be something like wa underscore that table name. So wa type the table name, this one. So you'll have to write the code like this, wa type this, and you will have to populate this work area. So mostly I'm trying to explain for the functional people who is having some basic understanding of ABAP. You can go and write the code like this, wa type this one. So this will be your work area. Populate your wa hyphen material from the parameter of the method where you are getting the material number. So that is the main thing which you will have to identify. And wa hyphen bookers equals to the bookers, the parameter, just identify in which parameter the material is coming. So that parameter, the method parameter, you will have to identify, right? So identify the parameter. Okay, and once you get this information, right, modify the custom table. This is the custom table. Copy this one, copy this and paste it from work area. That's it. This much only you'll have to write the code. And inside the body, don't use the commit work statement. Okay, remember this one for ABAPers. Inside the body, never ever use the commit work statement. Why we are not supposed to use the commit work statement? It will disturb your SAP LUW concept. It will hamper the system integrity, data integrity, right? It will hamper the data integrity. That's why we are not able to, we are not supposed to use the commit work. So this is also one very important interview question, right? Why we are not supposed to use the commit work statement in any kind of enhancement, not only specific to body, any kind of enhancement. Answer is it will break the SAP LUW concept. What is SAP LUW concept? SAP LUW means either, all, or none, right? So it will disturb the data integrity, and consistency. That's why don't use. Okay, so this should be your answer. With this, let's wrap up our today's session. If you have any question related with this, just let me know. I'm going to unmute. You have some time, you can just go and ask, or else we can stop it over here. Any question?
Yeah, Pankaj.
Hmm.
What's the benefit of using like custom BADI, where we will use normally we in the custom programs we already have, we can put a logic, right? So what will be scenario? What will be the benefit of using custom BADI?
So custom body, as you know that, one body implementation can be called in the different, programs. So if you want to achieve the polymorphism with the help of body, this can be one good way. So I've seen in many of the developer have been using this custom body, custom body. They create the custom body, and by this way also, because when you are going to call the body, then the multiple implementation is going to get called. So by this is also one way through which we can do some enhancement, or we can use this one in a code. So this is only one way where you can use sometime. Any other question?
Yeah, Pankaj, I have one doubt.
Mhm.
Can you call BAPI commit in please?
Sorry, commit work you cannot use. BAPI transaction commit or commit work you will not be able to use. Commit work or BAPI transaction commit, both is same. The little
Oh,
difference is there.
actually, no, I use it 2-3 times. No, BAPI commit work, I use it many times.
In enhancement,
Yes,
don't
while
use. Never ever use. No, you have done big mistake.
if I don't use that BAPI
Hmm.
commit work, it was not saved in the.
No.
I used BAPI commit work while creating QM1. I think
BAPI commit work or commit work you are not supposed to use, Shiva. That you have done the blunder, and that you will have to go and correct. You will have to use some another way in order to save the data into the databases.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is an option. You can call a function in a separate unit, and over there, if you call the commit, then it will work. That one of the projects I have seen that done by somebody. So you call the function module, and in the
Update,
function module, and in
yeah,
the
update
function
function.
module, in the function module, you can make it to call that function module in a separate unit and call the commit work, and then it
Yeah.
works.
Update function model we can do, but in
No,
actually when I
in
was
the that function module you can call in a body, but there's a parameter you can